Hello, my name's Jamie Clark. I'm the course leader, or the co-course leader now, of a degree programme at Southampton Centre University. The degree I teach on is called Media Culture and Production.
What is the best way to get a job in the industry?
I wouldn't say there is one best way to do it. I suppose that it's a particularly sort of anomalous sort of industry. The vast majority of work is done on reputation and networking, and I suppose who you know. Best thing to do is spend a significant amount of your time doing little pet projects that are quite niche and for yourself, gradually to sort of expand for doing pet projects that are, I suppose, for free for other people, and alongside that to be sort of trying to get work experience with sort of little production companies that are actually, where they are paid for doing what they do, but you yourself don't get paid and so often are doing it for free. And then over a period of time, hopefully you're in a position where actually you yourself get paid, and then it's a kind of very slow process.
How vital is work experience if you want to get into video?
As far as I'm aware, unless your your dad happens to be someone particularly important, then I'd say it's essential. So you just need to be doing it. It depends what you mean by videographer, I suppose. If you're talking about somebody who films weddings and gets paid, I don't know what you get paid for the wedding these days, but I imagine it's quite a lot. Okay, if you wanted to do that, then all you'd have to do really is do it for a friend who's getting married, pop it on a website as a representation of what you're capable of doing, and then say that you'll do it for other people for a certain price. And if you want to do that, then you don't have to do any work experience. If by a career in videography you mean working on projects that involve a crew of, let's say, more than 3 or 4 people, who are people that you don't personally assemble yourself, then yes, you need to be doing work experience.
What should I be doing at university if I want to make the career more realistic?
Well, there's a number of things that you could do. I, for instance, would make sure primarily that you get the best degree you possibly can, spending a significant time, I would suggest, and by that I mean at least say once a week, taking cameras out and actually practicing, because that really is quite there's no real substitute for that. Alongside that, you obviously need to be doing stuff that ideally is, as we said previously, the work experience element. So I would be aiming to ratchet up maybe 2 or 3 projects a year, I suppose, where I'm working with somebody else at least. I would be on mailing lists. Okay, I would be following people on Twitter who are in the industry, and then there's obviously certain kind of courses you can go on. There's the Lynda courses that obviously you have access to. They're quite useful if there's something you don't know. It's almost kind of bottomless the amount of work you can do in terms of becoming better at it. The key thing about videography is you've got far more people making videos, and there's quite a significant number of those that are making videos that are actually quite reasonable. Is a career in video worth getting into? I would say it's certainly challenging. There's the huge, vast majority of careers in videography are going to be freelance, and as a consequence of that, the job market is unstable and your position is comparatively insecure. Some people like that. Some people like the sort of sense that you can have a month where you're not doing anything, but obviously you're very much dependent on the idea that there is work coming in. It just depends what you want to get out of it. It's certainly possible to have a career in videography and not be, say, making sort of Hollywood blockbusters, and that's a perfectly valid sort of career path. I don't think if it was me doing it, as I say, I'd either want to be very good at it or treat it as a hobby. Is it worth getting into? Well, if it's what you want to do, then I suppose it is, yes.